next point of how to transition from offline to online. Today we'll talk about learning and gaining knowledge. And for you to gain knowledge, you need to know the right knowledge to gain, which is the knowledge of how to use social media, learning how to create content, and also learning how to put different kind of content online for yourself. Now I'm going to be talking about one of the things that will help you also to transition. That is moving us to the next stage. So that's just a little recap of what we talked about. The second thing is branding. Branding. If you want to transition to online, you need to understand the concept of branding, and that is where your business name comes in line. Your the type of name you use for your page. So you need to have some specifics of things that will help your branding to come out well. Number one is color. What kind of color do you want for your brand? It's going to affect your design. Your logo. Do you have a logo already? If you don't have a logo already, you need to get a logo, and your logo must be very 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 enticing. It has to be a kind of logo that people will see and they will really really want to associate with your brand. The third thing about branding is to have a good packaging. Yes, a lot of these businesses that we do online are people pay for your more on how branded you are, not just the product. The reason is because, let me give you an example of this. If you want to sell this toy to somebody and you put this toy down like this and you say this toy is let's say you give it a price and say this toy is 1000 naira and you're selling for 1000 naira, people are going to buy from you, right? Even if you say it's 500, people are going to buy from you. But the moment it is branded and you put a kind of a cover, you put your name, Demi Toys, you increase the value. It is still the same toy, but you increase the value when you brand it. And that's the reason why you will see someone that will be selling Ankara on the streets, will be selling Ankara, maybe per yard is maybe per 6 yards is 2000 naira. Online, someone will say he wants to do discount sale and the person is selling for 4000 naira discount sale, that the original price is 6000, and people will buy. Why? Because of the branding. The kind of branding you do will affect the kind of brand perception you are going to give yourself. And your branding does not also it's not limited to your color, it's not limited to your logo, it's not limited to um, your packaging. It's also going to show in the tone, the language, the tone of your captions, your voice, the way you do you want to sound authoritative, do you want to be endearing, do you want to talk to people online and you want people to know that you are a specialist in that area of field that you're talking about. Those things are also part of that's what the reason why you are going to see someone using pidgin English in a market every now and then. It's going to affect the kind of audience you are going to be having. You see someone using tush English, you see someone talking like a teacher, you see someone talking like a market woman. It is still branding. It is still branding. Let me give you an example of that. If you go to places like Ibadan and you see MTN adverts, you will see them using more of Yoruba for ads. Why? Because of, if you see the banner, because of the audience they are trying to appeal to. Ibadan people are known to be indigenous people, people that value area of culture and it's their heritage. So MTN, as big as the brand is, will use Yoruba to come down to their level. So this should also affect the kind of perception you give your brand. And how will you create a better perception for your brand? The tone, I've mentioned before, the tone of your voice, and also the kind of content you put online. So many people today, they make that mistake. When they come online, they talk about their personal problems, they talk about their mother, they talk about their father, and they talk about so many things that really really do not even affect their business at all. I'm not saying you should not go personal a little bit, but sometimes you should learn not to put so much personal things that you put people's mind off your business. They don't even know what they are there for already. People want to hear stories, right? But when it comes to you selling something, they may not really be interested in it anymore, because all they want to hear, if you have trained your audience to always listen to stories about your personal life, another thing you have to put in mind also is that you want to come online and not let people feel that you are hungry. Yes, a lot of people do this. A lot of fashion businesses do this. They come like, I have not sold anything today. Oh, who will patronize me? We are open for orders. All those things. No, 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 no. It doesn't say well about. You also need to know that your pricing also matters. You want people to respect your brand, pricing matters. You want people to see your brand as a brand they want to relate it, they want to buy something from you, your pricing matters. Sometimes it's not that the people that you are selling 2K products to cannot afford 10,000 naira. But if they have known your brand to be a brand that sells cheap offers, cheap products, low price products, it's going to be hard for them to just one day just want to take 10,000 naira from them. Meanwhile, that 10,000 can get them 5 things from you. You get my point now. So that is one of the mistakes we make in branding. And to transition from offline to online, you need to understand these things. Your branding, you should put in mind the kind of color you want to use that is going to be consistent. You want to put in mind the kind of logo you want to use. You want people to know your brand name. You also want to put in mind the tone of your language, your voice, the way you talk to people online, the communication skills you should have. You don't want people to see your brand as the person is too proud. I don't want no, I don't want to do this. Yes, you want to keep that in mind, that one to in mind. And you also want to put in mind your pricing too, it affects your brand. If your brand is known to sell low price products, sometimes you can shift to sell low price product today, sell high price product tomorrow. Like that, you can alternate it. But if you want to be selling low price products, know that the day you want to change it and people have known your brand to sell that low, the way you want to change it, there may be a difficulty. You may have to change it gradually. So people don't know that pricing too, the brand you portray, your pricing should also affect it. If someone wants to get the clothes for you, I say, Agbeke clothiers, if you want to buy anything from them, no, you have to have money. It is branding. They brand themselves that way, and they've built the kind of audience that will buy that much, that will pay that amount of money to buy the same thing you are selling for 2,000 naira. If you as a brand, hey, are branding your business to be low price all the time, you have put yourself in that range, and it's going to be hard for you to step up unless you decide to do it gradually and you rebrand. So those are the points you may need on branding. And one thing I don't want to forget to tell you is your branding journey does not start with, because let me give you this hint. There was a time I was creating content, like content creation, like I mentioned in the previous video. I was creating content on shoemaking, the tips, how someone can maintain his shoe, and I was spending up like 1,000 naira a day for a designer to design something content for me every now and then. Then I went to a seminar and I got to see, that was where I got to know that there's an app called Canva. And from that day, I stopped paying the designer 1,000 naira a day. I've lost up to like 20,000 naira in 20 days paying a designer to do that for me. When Canva is there free, there are templates that I can use. So, talking about learning and gaining knowledge and branding, incorporating it with it, you need to understand how Canva works. You need to learn Canva design so that you can be able to input that your color, your logo, and your content creation materials, so that when you start posting them online, you know it's not everything you're going to be saying, come and buy clothes, come and buy clothes. There are days you want to just put good morning, have a nice day, and this is from Agbeke Clothiers. People are seeing the brand name. So you want to create content and you want to learn how to create content. You want to learn design, learn how to make designs, and learn how to take good pictures, learn how to create videos, and these are going to help you in transitioning. Trust you, and that's the reason why you want to do good branding. If you don't do good branding, it's going to be hard for people to take you serious. I made that mistake sometime. Very beautiful shoe for somebody, and I decided to deliver it myself to the person in Lagos. And when I got to the place, I was using just nylon to deliver a 30,000 naira shoe. So the person looked at me like this, like, you're not serious. You're not supposed to come to Instagram. This is not for you. So I thought about it really and I said, wow, this is not supposed to be actually. So I changed my branding. That is what I'm talking about. If you do not brand properly, you may not get the desired customers you want. Branding is important. We are going to be talking about the next thing that is going to affect your business, and that is marketing. Transitioning from offline to online, the things you need to know. Marketing is very, very essential. Watch out for the next video. Check the next video and you are going to see the content I'm going to drop, the nuggets I'm going to drop on marketing, so that you can learn how to transition from offline to online. If you enjoy this and you think you want me to continue to do this, please subscribe and turn on the post notification bell, and you will get notified anytime I drop any new video. There's a content I need you to see. It is called Social Media Kit for Fashion Businesses. Social Media Kit for Fashion Businesses. It works for all fashion designers and any small business owner relating to fashion businesses. Maybe you are selling bag, you are selling clothing, ready to wear, you want to transition or you want to start doing things online. The price is 5,000 naira and it is going to be sold for 1,000 naira till the end of June. That is on the 30th of June. If you are watching this video after the 30th of June, the price is 5,000 naira. If you're interested in it, you can click on the link in this channel, and you can get it. And you can also send a message to this number on the screen down here so that you can get it for yourself. Enjoy.